You are at the crossroads in your tech career. You know you want to level up your skills and earning potential, but you are torn between two paths that seem similar on the surface. Cloud engineering versus software engineering. Which one should you choose? Which one has the best career prospects, most interesting work, and more importantly, the fattest paycheck waiting for you? Now, I've been in your shoes before. I've dabbled in both of these roles and ended up making the long-term switch to cloud engineering. You might be asking, why did I do that? Because the cloud engineering market is expected to grow from 300 billion today to a staggering 1 trillion by 2030. With growth like that, many are starting to wonder if cloud engineering is the real way forward. But let me tell you something. The choice between software engineering and cloud engineering isn't an easy one. There is a lot of confusing and even misleading information out there about these two fields. People throwing around buzzwords and hype without giving you the real deal about what the day-to-day is like and how to succeed. Well, today, I'm going to give it to you straight. No BS, no fluff. I've not only worked in both of these roles in the past, but I've also recruited and hired for these positions at top tech companies. I know exactly what separates the average from the elite. I'm going to break down the key differences between these career paths, the skills that you need to thrive in each, and help you determine which route is the best fit for your unique goals and interests. Because here is the truth. You can be incredibly successful as either a cloud or a software engineer. And we're talking 6 and even 7-figure earning potentials in the right environments. But you don't want to waste years of your life pursuing the wrong specialization, only to wake up one day and realize you're not excited to go to work anymore, that your passions and talents aren't being fully expressed. That's why this decision is so critical. If you're serious about building a lucrative and fulfilling tech career that stands the test of time, but you're unsure which direction to head, watch this video till the end, because I'm going to share my hard-won insights and insider advice that I wish I had when I was in your position. Nuggets of wisdom that would have saved me from the painful trial and error. Whether your dream is to create the next Instagram or architect massively scalable cloud architectures for Netflix, I can guide you there. Just a proven roadmap from someone who has walked the walk and is now running a cloud software business and a leading cloud educational business. But this journey to entrepreneurship started from learning and building within these two tech roles. But a fair warning that this isn't for those looking for an easy ride or a get-rich-quick scheme. Reaching the top of software or cloud engineering requires real dedication, a love for the craft. And if you're allergic to hard work, feel free to click away right now. But if you're still here, then let's dive deep into the world of cloud engineering and software engineering to help you choose the path that rockets you to your ideal future. The choice is yours, but the opportunity is now. Before we get started, you should check out my weekly cloud newsletter where I share free resources, tutorials, bootcamps, and so much more, helping you make your cloud move. And also hit that subscribe button because I'm so close to hitting that first 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Picture this. You wake up, roll over, and grab your phone. You scroll through Instagram laughing at memes. Then you fire up your laptop to binge the latest Netflix series. Have you ever stopped to think about how these apps and websites actually work? How they seem to magically appear on your screen, perfectly crafted to keep you hooked? Well, let me lift the curtain for you. Behind every addictive application, every seamless website, there is a software engineer weaving their magic. Or as I like to call them, the builders of the digital world. You see, software engineers are the masterminds who bring ideas to life through the power of code. They're the ones who take a concept like, I want to make an app that connects people, and turn it into a billion-user platform that we know as Facebook or Meta. I remember when I first started my software and coding engineering journey, I was 14 and I started building new features and websites for a company's application. It seemed very daunting at first, but as I dug into the code, it was like solving a giant puzzle. I spent hours crafting perfect lines of code, testing, debugging, until finally I'd created something from nothing. Seeing that feature go live and watch users interact with it was an incredible feeling. And let me be honest here, I was 14 and I was building websites for clients. And what? You at your big age right now don't even want to go and attempt to learn to code. Shame on you. And you don't want to be technical. You don't want to put in the work. I was 14. Now don't be fooled. This isn't just about slapping some code together and calling it a day. To excel as a software engineer, you need to be a triple threat. First up, you got to speak the language. No, I'm not talking about English or Spanish. I'm talking about Japanese. No, I'm joking. I'm talking about Python, Java, and C++. The more programming languages that you know, the more powerful your coding skills become. I remember spending countless hours learning new languages, practicing on side projects just to expand my coding toolkit. But just knowing the words isn't enough. You need to know how to use them to solve complex problems. Now, I once worked on a project where we had to figure out how to process a huge amounts of data in real time. It required some serious algorithmic thinking and optimization. But as a team, we finally cracked it. The satisfaction was incredible because solving problems is what we all do in our own different ways. And don't forget the importance of teamwork. No software is an island, am I right? The best engineers know how to collaborate, using agile methods to plan, test, and deliver top-notch code like a well-oiled machine. I've been in teams where we've had our disagreements, but when we put our heads together and really collaborated, the end result was always something that we could be proud of. So what is it like to be a software engineer? Now imagine this, you're sitting at your desk, surrounded by multiple computer screens. You've got your favorite music playing through your headphones, and you're completely focused on your work and in your flow state. Your fingers are typing away on the keyboard, writing lines of code. It's like you're building a puzzle, piecing together different parts to create something new. Time seems to fly by as you concentrate on your task. Every now and then, you might get a message from a teammate to take a quick coffee break, but mostly you're just absorbed in your work. Now, you're not just writing code though. You're also thinking through problems, fixing mistakes, and making improvements. It's like a mental exercise that keeps your brain engaged and energized. And here is the best part. When you finish, you get to see the results of your hard work. Maybe it's a cool new feature in an app or a website that runs super fast. Whatever it is, you made it happen with your coding skills. And that's the awesome thing about being a software engineer. It can be tough sometimes, but it's also really rewarding because software, it runs the world. With your abilities, you have the power to shape the digital world and create things that lots of people use every single day. It's not just a job, it's a chance to make a real impact with the power of technology. And that's pretty incredible, don't you think? If you're up for the challenge though, the rewards are immense, not just financially, although top software engineers can demand eye-watering salaries, some over 7 figures, but in the satisfaction of knowing that you're building the future one line of code at a time. All right, so we know what a software engineer does, but what does a cloud engineer do? Now imagine you're using your favorite app, let's say Instagram. You're scrolling through your feed, liking posts, sending DMs, and it all happens smoothly, instantly, like magic. But have you ever stopped to think about how that is possible? How can an application handle millions of users all doing different things all at the same time without crashing? The answer, my friend, is in the cloud. And the wizards who make that magic happen, they are called cloud engineers. You see, if software engineers are the builders of the digital world, then cloud engineers are the architects of the sky. They are the ones who build the invisible infrastructure that allows all the applications and data to live and breathe in a big expansion of of the internet. I remember my first cloud project as a cloud engineer. We were tasked with migrating a company's entire infrastructure to the cloud. It was a massive project, and I was responsible for designing the architecture. I spent weeks planning, whiteboarding, and ensuring every piece of the puzzle fit together nicely. When we finally flipped the switch and everything worked seamlessly, it was just an incredible feeling of accomplishment. But of course, it's not as simple as just throwing some code into the cloud and calling it a day. Oh no. Cloud engineering requires a very particular set of skills. First and foremost, a cloud engineer needs to master cloud platforms like AWS. These are their tools of the trade. Cloud engineers need to know how to navigate these environments like the back of their hand, constructing and managing the perfect cloud infrastructure for each cloud project. I remember when I was preparing for my AWS certification exam, I spent weeks and months diving deep into every service, every configuration, and building demo projects just to cement my understanding. It was intense, but it gave me the foundational knowledge that I needed in order to excel in my role, but also pass my certifications. But here is the twist. Cloud engineers don't just manage the hardware in a server room somewhere. No, cloud engineers deal in something much more abstract: infrastructure as code. Using powerful tools like Terraform, cloud engineers define and provision all the necessary cloud resources through lines of code. I once worked on a project where we had to dynamically scale our infrastructure based on real-time demand, very similar to my software project. But this time, by using infrastructure as code, we were able to automate the entire process. Now, when you're dealing with the cloud, security is very important. It's a cloud engineer's job to secure their cloud environments against any threats and attacks. Think of them as the security guards and the guardians of the cloud, ensuring that all data and applications are safe and secure. I remember one time when we detected an unusual spike in traffic to one of our applications. It turned out to be a DDoS attack. But because of the security measures that we had put in place, we were able to mitigate the attack with minimal impact to our users. When you get attacked, it's a real test of your skills, your readiness, and also your calmness. So what does a cloud engineer's day look like? It starts with understanding the needs of a project. What kind of cloud resources will it require? More storage, more computing power, better networking, what kind of security, what kind of pipelines? The cloud engineer assesses the situation and creates a plan or a technical architecture. Then it's time to bring that plan to life. The cloud engineer divides it into their code, scripting out the perfect cloud environment. They use the mastery of the cloud platforms to ensure that everything is optimized, secure, and scalable. But the work doesn't stop once everything is up and running. That's actually when it starts, because a cloud engineer is always on the watch, monitoring their cloud creations, making sure they're performing at peak levels. Of course, we've got monitoring tools in place, but if there's any issues, cloud engineers will troubleshoot. If there's a security threat, they will neutralize it. They are the silent ninjas, always working behind the scenes to keep the applications running in the cloud smoothly. Now, fundamentally, cloud engineering is about bridging the gap between the physical world of computers and the ethereal world of the internet. Whether it's a public cloud supporting the latest social media platforms or a private cloud powering crucial healthcare systems, cloud engineers makes it happen. Cloud engineers use the cutting-edge tools and technologies of the cloud to build environments that are resilient in the face of high demand, scalable to accommodate growth, and secure against any threats. It's a role that requires constant adaptation, continuous learning, and a true passion for the possibilities of the cloud. It's not for the faint-hearted, but I think it's one of the best and the most diverse roles in tech right now. All right, let's talk about their similarities and differences, because at first glance, they might seem like worlds apart. But hold up, once we dive in, you'll see they're more like twins separated at birth. At the heart of both software and cloud engineering lies one fundamental thing: using the power of code to solve real-world problems and create technology. It's like coding is a DNA that runs through the veins of both of these roles. Now think about it. Whether you are a software engineer or cloud engineer, you need to know your way around programming languages. You need to be able to script automation, and you need to understand how systems work. These core tech skills, they are the common threads that tie these roles together. But here is where these paths actually diverge. If you're a software engineer, your day-to-day is all about one thing: turning ideas into actual working features. You're down in the trenches, knee-deep in code, building applications from scratch. It's like being in a high-speed assembly line. But instead of cars, you're churning out features. You're working hand in hand with designers, product managers, QA testers. It's a team effort to get the product out of the door. And the pace, it's relentless. You're constantly pushing out new code, testing it, fixing bugs, and doing it all over again in sprint cycles. And it's a never-ending cycle of coding, integrating, and deploying. It keeps you on your toes. Now, cloud engineers, they're playing a different game. They are the architects, the ones designing and managing cloud infrastructure that makes all those software applications possible. But instead of being buried in the code, cloud engineers are up in the sky, looking at the big picture. They are using automation tools to spin up cloud environments. They're making sure everything is secure and compliant. They are optimizing costs. It's all about creating a rock-solid foundation for these applications. Cloud engineers are not in the daily grind of product development, but they're always there, guiding and advising the application teams on what they need from the cloud. So yeah, software engineering and cloud engineering might seem different on the surface, but at their core, they're both all about one thing: using technology to solve problems. Software engineers, they are the creators, the ones bringing ideas to life through code. Cloud engineers, they are the enablers, the ones providing the platform for software to run on. Now, in the end, both of these roles demand some serious skills. Whether you're shipping features at lightning speed or designing massively scalable cloud systems, you need to be at the top of your game. Okay, listen up, because this is important. Deciding between software engineering and cloud engineering isn't just a coin toss. It's a choice that can shape your entire career trajectory. So you need to approach this with some serious thought. Now, first things first, what gets your coding juices flowing? Do you live and breathe for crafting elegant and efficient code? Do you dream about shipping slick new features that users will love? If so, software engineering will be your path. But if your mind is always dreaming in the cloud, building, designing robust, scalable architectures that can handle anything thrown at them, if the idea of designing the backbone that supports these cutting-edge applications gets you fired up, then cloud engineering could be your true calling. Now, the point is, don't just follow the hype. Follow your passion. Because whichever path you choose, you're going to be eating, sleeping, and breathing it for the years to come. Next up, take a hard look in the skills mirror. If you're already a coding ninja in languages like Java or Python, then that gives you a solid foundation for a software career. If your background leans more towards IT ops and systems integration, then the natural footpath could be the cloud world. If you have no skills at all, but don't feel limited with your current skills, I actually jumped into the cloud with no cloud experience. The key is being ready to fully commit to mastering whichever field you've chosen. Now, while coding and cloud are very hot right now, tech is always evolving. So think about a long-term game. Software development is evergreen. There will always be a need for skilled coders. But areas like cloud, DevOps, and cybersecurity, they're gonna get some explosive growth as more and more businesses go digital. And let's talk about cold, hard cash. Junior software engineers can expect to pull 60 to 80K in salary. With a few years under your belt, you could even reach 150K. On the cloud side, entry-level positions, you can get between 70 to 110,000, with experienced cloud architects knocking on a door of $200,000 per year. But it's not just about the base pay. Look at the full package: equity, benefits, and your career growth potentials. The real high flyers are the ones who can work both with software and the cloud. They are the future tech leaders. So get granular where your interests, your strengths, and the market outlook, and your earning potential. Don't leave this to chance. Your choice here could be the difference between a decent career and an extraordinary one. Okay, so you've done your soul searching, you've weighed up the options, and you've chosen your path, software or cloud. Now it's time to gear up and get seriously good at what you do. And let me be very clear, watching a few online tutorials isn't going to make you a master. To really excel, you need a learning journey that builds deep technical skills and gives you plenty of hands-on experience. Because that, my friend, is the winning combo. Now, if software engineering is your destination, start by nailing the fundamentals of programming through online courses, YouTube coding bootcamps. Get familiar with languages like Python and Java and master data structures and algorithms. Then you want to layer on specialized skills. Learn front-end frameworks like React or go deep on the back-end with Node.js and cloud services. Now, the secret sauce for software developers is building a portfolio of real functioning projects. Create apps from scratch, contribute to open source projects, deploy websites. The more code you write, the sharper your skills will become, and the more irresistible that you will look to employers. If the cloud is where you want to be, your foundations are the cloud basics: networking, operating systems, databases, security, and scripting in Python or in Bash. From there, you want to dive deep into cloud platforms like AWS. Learn their core services inside out, master their tools, and absorb best practices for cloud architecture. For cloud engineers, hands-on experience is even more vital. You need to get your hands dirty, provisioning infrastructure with tools like Terraform, deploying applications with CI/CD pipelines, automated security, and stress testing applications at scale. Build your own cloud project from the ground up. Certifications like AWS Certified Solution Architect can be valuable, proving that you've got cloud credibility. But don't get certification happy. Real-world skills trump paper every time. If you are looking for an all-in-one cloud education platform, check out my Cloud Engineer Academy. We provide a complete upskilling journey with guided learning paths, live workshops, and hands-on projects and portfolio building. You get one-on-one coaching with me, CV polishing, and mock interviews, everything that you need to land your prime cloud role. And we don't just cover the basics. We dive in deep into cloud architecture, modern DevOps, infrastructure as code, security, and so much more. All the skills that make you stand out from the crowd. And the real differentiator is our laser focus on practical experience. You'll build a substantial portfolio-worthy project using the latest and greatest in cloud technology. That's how you truly cement your cloud expertise. Now, whether you go to the software route or the cloud path, the recipe for success is the same. Prioritize hands-on skills through courses, certifications, and your own coding or cloud projects. Stick to the plan and you'll be riding high in a tech boom that we're living through. All right, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've dissected the ins and outs of software engineering and cloud engineering, two of the hottest paths in tech right now. We've seen how, at their core, both paths are using the power of code to solve real-world problems and create awesome technology. We've also seen how they diverge. Software engineers are the creators, crafting applications, while cloud engineers are the architects, designing the systems that make those applications fly. Now, whichever path calls to you, one thing is for sure: both software and cloud are incredible. They are incredible, rewarding journeys. These are the skills that are shaping our world, revolutionizing industries and creating possibilities that we've never ever dreamed of. But the key, as we've seen, is to choose your path wisely. Dive deep into your interests, your strengths, and the trajectory that you want for your career. And once you've chosen, commit to the learning journey. Immerse yourself in courses, certifications, and real-world projects. That's how you will rise to the top. Now, if the cloud is your calling, remember my Cloud Engineer Academy is here to help you and guide you. We'll take you from cloud novice to hands-on cloud professional with live workshops, guided projects, and one-on-one coaching and support that you need to land your dream cloud role. But no matter which path that you choose, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible. Because in the tech world, only limit is your imagination. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing tech insights, and don't forget to check out my weekly newsletter for the latest and greatest cloud development resources, bootcamps, and so much more. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.